Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at 8 times that Rick Grimes went complete in total beast mode. Let's get into it. So season after season, Rick Grimes finds himself in sticky situations where he has to go beast mode. There are so many times when Rick has to do this, but I'm going to give you my 7 top Rick Grimes beast mode moments. Let's break them down. In a lot of ways, Rick is just kind of coming into the savage character that he'll become. And this is one of the first scenes where he really has to do this. This is in season 2. Shane, who is insanely jealous of Rick's relationship with Lori and Carl, his family, keep in mind, decides to take Rick out into the woods pretending to be looking for an escaped prisoner and kill him so that he can have Carl and Lori to himself and maybe even be back in charge of the group. Because remember, Shane was in charge of the group, and then Rick came, and Rick just had better leadership skills, and he ended up kind of taking the group away from Shane, and Shane just couldn't handle it, really leaving Rick no choice to defend himself and kill Shane. At the end of the Savior story arc, Rick and Negan find themselves in a battle. Rick is torn between wanting to kill Negan because he had made the promise to his people and his desire to honor Carl's dying wishes of peace. In the end, Rick takes the upper hand by bringing up Carl to Negan and slashes his throat. Later in the Savior story arc, Rick has had enough of being under Negan's thumb and serving him. So he decides that he's going to fight back, and he and the rest of the group do just that. And Negan finds out, but when they're betrayed by the trash pandas. Negan comes and has one of his epic speeches, and Rick and Carl think that they lose Michonne. Negan tells Rick that he's going to kill Carl and take Rick's hands in his speech. And Rick comes back with one of the most beast mode comebacks that I've ever seen from Rick. Let's take a look.
Oh. Wow. You just lost somebody important to you right now. Like, just now. Jesus. That is timing. Well, Rick, you chose this. I truly don't know what more I could have done to warn you. And this isn't a warning. This is punishment. I'm gonna kill Carl now. I'm gonna make it one nice, hard swing. Try to do it in one because I like him. I just want you to put that in your brain and roll it around for a minute. I'm gonna kill Carl, and then Lucille here, she's gonna take your hands. You can do it right in front of me. You can take my hands. I told you already, I'm gonna kill you. All of you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. But nothing is gonna change that. Nothing. You're all already dead.
After Terminus is destroyed, Rick and our group, they're back on the move, but it turns out so are the cannibals. The cannibals track our group down, and Rick and the crew think that they're going to go face off against the cannibals, but the cannibals were waiting and hiding, and they come into the church where Rick and the group have been taking refuge. But little do the cannibals know that Rick and the group never actually left. Let's watch.
I hit the hinges.
Put your guns on the floor.
Rick will fire right into that office, so you lower your gun.
Put your guns on the floor and kneel.
Do what he says. Martin, there's no choice here.
Yeah, there is.
Want to bet?
No point in begging, right?
No.
Still, you could have killed us when you came in. There had to be a reason for that.
We didn't want to waste the bullets.
We used to help people. We saved people. Things changed. They came in and... After that, I know that you've been out there, but I can see it. You don't know what it is to be hungry. You don't have to do this. We can walk away. And we will never cross paths again. I promise you.
But you crossed someone's path. You do this to anyone, right? Besides, I already made you a promise.
After they're all separated at the prison and they're on their way to the terminus, Rick, Michonne, and Carl come across a group called the Claimers. Claimers are upset with Rick because he had to kill one of their members in order to survive. And Rick has no choice but to go full-on beast mode to save himself, Carl, Michonne, and Daryl.
Right out of here! What the hell are you gonna do now, sport?
In Rick Grimes' last episode on the main Walking Dead show, he has no choice but to save himself after he's been impaled on a piece of rebar after falling off a horse. And Rick does one of the second most beast mode things I've ever seen. Okay, so for me, Rick Grimes' most beast mode move comes in The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live. Desperate to escape. After failing many times, Rick just wants to get back home to his family. He wants to get back home to Michonne, to Judith, to Daryl, and he's ready to do anything, including cutting off his own hand to do so.
This is how.
Okay, so those are my top 8 times Rick Grimes had to go beast mode. Now, there's a lot more. There's a lot of other times that he's done crazy stuff and he's just gone, well, he's gone Rick. Let me know. What do you think about my list? What did I miss? What would you put on? What would you take off? And guys, as always, I will see you in the next video.